cockpit to run.
Go ahead.
Can we pressurize the hydraulics?
Roger. You're clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We are in Puerto Rico, just about to close up the doors and get ready to push back. This flight is going to be a special flight for me, as I am enrolled in 737
Hi,
program.
the passengers are seated.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I'm enrolled in the 737 program with the airline, and I'm a first officer. And once you've done the required hours, you then get promoted to captain. So for the 737 program with United Airlines, it's 50 hours. I'm on hour 49, but I am in San Juan, and all the flights are 4-hour flights out. So today we're going to be going over to Washington Hills, and I will take off as a first officer, and I will land as a captain, even though that I'm flying in the captain's seat. The airline has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 programs, and I am in 1, 2, 3 of those programs at the moment, and I have completed one. One I've completed is the Airbus one. Go figure, as I'm always flying FX Labs. I'll finish the 737 one today, and then I am probably going to enroll on the 757 one. I'm actually 787 as well. I have 66 hours, and I need to have 150 before I become captain on that aircraft. So that's a little background regarding this flight, and everyone is on board, so let's get ready to get out of here. Hope you guys do enjoy. Before start procedure.
Check.
Oh, AP on the buses. I'll do it myself. I keep forgetting that with the 737, the first officer doesn't automatically put the AP on the buses. Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
Speeds 156.
Good day, Captain. Tux connecting
Vitual is
now,
156. Heading is 078.
Confirm parking
Altitude is 35000 feet. Setting check.
Takeoff speeds.
V1 is 144. VR is 146. V2 is 156.
Locking the gear now.
Going on here. V1 is 144, VR is 146, V2 is 156. Set and check.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Bypass pin is insert.
Completed.
Ready to push.
Anti-collision light on.
Apron now
Full
clear.
start checklist complete.
Pushing now. All clear for engine start.
Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Start number 2.
Starting 2.
We're ready to go when you are.
San Juan traffic, United 2022
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight
San Juan traffic.
2022 with service to Washington. Our flight time will be roughly 4 hours and 30 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Starter cutout.
Welcome aboard. Before we depart, please remove the safety card from
Starting
the seat
Gen
pocket
1.
in front of you
Starting
and follow
1.
along as we demonstrate the safety features of this Airbus A320 airplane. We appreciate your complete attention to this important safety information. If you're seated in an exit row, you may be required to assist the crew in an emergency. If you're unable to perform the functions described on the safety card, please advise the flight attendant for reseating at the end of this video.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes and confirm.
Insert the metal fitting into the
Parking
buckle.
brake set.
Tighten the belt by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the buckle flap. When the seatbelt sign is illuminated, immediately be seated and buckle up. To ensure your safety, your seatbelt should be fastened at all times when you are seated.
There are 4 exit doors, 2 on each side of the airplane, and 4 window exits located over the wings. Each is equipped with an evacuation slide that automatically inflates. Each exit is marked with a sign overhead. The main doors open by moving the large handle
Starter
in the
cutout.
direction of the arrow. Open the upper wing
Sounds
exit
disconnected
by
and
removing
clear.
the covers
Back off
and
pin
pulling
and
down on the marked handle. Be sure to jump into the slide with your legs in front of you. When you're on the ground, move away from the airplane. In the event of a water landing, main door slides can be detached from the airplane and used for supplemental flotation. Over-wing exits should not be used in a water landing unless directed by a crew member. Look around to locate the 2 exits nearest your seat. In some cases, your nearest usable exit may be behind
Clear
you.
left and
In an
right.
evacuation,
Disconnect
exit
now.
path lights will
Have a good flight.
illuminate to guide
Bye-bye.
you to an exit.
A life vest equipped with a water-activated light is located under or near your seat. It can be identified by a red tab. Do not remove it unless directed by a flight attendant. If needed, pull the red tab to remove the vest. Tear open the pouch, remove and unfold the
Flaps
vest.
5.
To secure the
Flaps
vest,
5.
flip it over your head. Pull the straps from the back
Flight
and
control
attach
check.
the hooks to the ring
Ready.
in front. Pull the waist straps away from you until they are
left.
tight around your waist. In an emergency,
Center.
exit
Check.
the airplane and only then inflate
Full
the
right.
vest by pulling down sharply on one of the red
Center.
tabs.
Check.
If additional flotation is needed, pull the second red tab.
Full down.
You can also inflate the vest by
Center.
blowing into the tube.
Check.
If
Rudder.
needed, oxygen mask will drop from above your
left.
seat. To start the flow of oxygen,
Center.
firmly
Check.
pull a mask towards you to extend the
Full
plastic
right.
tube. Place the mask over your nose and mouth.
Center.
Slip the
Check.
elastic band over your head
Flight control
and
strap.
tighten the straps as necessary. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen will flow to the mask. Secure your mask before helping others and continue using until directed by a crew member.
United Airlines is a non-smoking airline. U.S. law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. U.S. law also requires customers to comply with all lighted signs, placards, and crew member instructions. Please ensure your carry-on items and tray tables are stowed, your seat back is in its full upright position, headrest stowed, and your seatbelt is securely fastened. Be sure that laptop computers, cell phones, and all personal electronics are turned off and properly stowed.
Before
If
taxi
an
checklist,
emergency
please.
evacuation
Before
becomes
taxi
necessary,
checklist,
leave all
generators
carry-on
on.
items behind.
Overheat on.
If you have any
Anti-ice
questions regarding
off.
safety,
Isolation
please ask
valve
the flight
auto.
attendant.
Engine
On
start
behalf of your
switches
flight crew,
auto.
thank you
Recall
for your attention to
Checked.
safety.
checked.
It's our pleasure
Auto
to
brake,
have you aboard,
RTO,
and we
engine
hope
start
you
levers,
enjoy your flight on
Idle
United.
detained.
flight controls,
Checked.
ground equipment,
The cabin is
Clear.
ready for takeoff.
clear. Before taxi checklist complete.
Someone traffic United 2022 is taxiing to runway 08 via Hotel Bravo and Alpha to holding point 01. 71 traffic. on our way to runway 08. Sorry about that hiccup there. I'm so accustomed to flying FS Labs that I got a little bit complacent, and when you start the APU, you don't really have to do anything after you put on the bleeds. On the 737, you need to manually put them on the bus, and I didn't. So once I requested pushback, the ground crew disabled the power, and I ended up being on battery power, which if you don't correct quickly, drains quite quickly. Anyways, it's sorted. We are on our way. It's just a short taxi to the bottom of this taxiway, then make a right, and then a sharp left, and we are ready to go. We had a little bit of rain earlier. Unfortunately, it stopped, which is something I always look forward to in the sim, as I think that the rain effects is quite cool when it's simulated on some aircraft. What I would love to see is that, I know flight beam model it to a certain extent, but after rain I would like to see rain actually remaining on the
Flight deck.
on the airports.
Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin
Tarmac
is
and
secure.
stuff. I know MFS models it, but after a while it disappears as well, much quicker than it would in real life. But hopefully someone figures out how to actually get that done. Someone traffic, United 2022, holding short runway 08. Before takeoff, checklist please. Before takeoff checklist. Oh, what did I miss now? Or did I meet myself? Before takeoff checklist? Yeah, I'm muted. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.8 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Runway entry procedure.
Check. Cabin crew, take your seats.
San Juan traffic, United 2022 is lining up to runway 08. San Juan traffic.
Ready to go. Final checks. Everything looks good. Takeoff. Takeoff. Check.
San Juan traffic, United 2022, taking off runway 08. San Juan traffic. N1 Toga.
Check. Thrust set. knots.
Check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
6, this is your captain speaking. I don't normally point this
Flaps
out,
one.
but if you take a look outside,
one.
we're over a pretty interesting landmark.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Select Command A.
Command A.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew?
Go for it.
Check.
Reminders, please seatbelt fasten throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lap port. This aircraft is
10,000.
equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page with a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary
release the cabin now?
exchange to our partners. If you
Check.
connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be able to access our wide range of free live streams and paid news libraries. The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when using the case of unexpected turbulence.
Traffic to our left, that's going to be AIG. I'm on VATSIM, but there's no one on VATSIM. And unless you can tell the difference between VATSIM and AIG, I strongly recommend that you turn off AIG when you're on VATSIM. Otherwise, you might piss off some people. In my case, I have Avlosoft, which color codes the traffic on around me, or even at an airport if I'm not at the airport. So I can look on Avlosoft and I can see that this aircraft that's showing on my PFD, or was showing there a couple minutes ago, was an A320 inbound to San Juan. I can see the altitude, I can see the speed, and I can see that it is blue. Blue meaning that it is AI traffic, it's not real traffic. And I can also see myself on the map as well as other people at different parts of the world. And once they are in red, I know that
Checked. Check.
just for myself, I I know that they're real traffic. I wouldn't have it on if it's busy on VATSIM because I would already have traffic in the sim, so don't need to inject it. But when it's quiet like this, I prefer to have it in the sim. That way it feels a bit more real, so to speak. I know you guys are probably getting sick of me talking about immersion, but at the end of the day, the more real it seems, the more enjoyable the hobby for me anyways. But that's it for the departure. We are climbing through 16,000 feet. Transition level, like the rest of the states in Puerto Rico, is 18,000 feet. So we'll switch over to standard at that point. We're climbing up to flight level 350, and we should be in Washington Dulles in another 4 hours.
Transition altitude set standard.
Standard check and cross check. So that's it for the departure, guys. I will catch you later. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in a bit. See ya! Welcome back, guys. We are well in our descent, just going through 22,000 feet. Going all the way down to 3,000 feet where we're going to shoot the ILS approach for runway 19 left. In hindsight, I should have actually flown on the right side, but we can just pretend that I'm just getting my final line check before I get signed off as a captain. So I'm hoping that I actually land this bird properly. I did a landing on my last flight and I don't know, the wind got the better of me. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen now. The weather in Washington Dulles isn't too bad. We've got some gusting winds, 15 to 23. So I have to keep that in mind. And we've got the wind coming out of 210 degrees. It's going to be a slight crosswind, but it shouldn't be anything that should cause me to make a complete mess out of the landing. Hopefully, fingers crossed and all that jazz. Still on VATSIM, there's no traffic at the airport that I can see, and there's no ATC, so I still have on AIG, and like I said, I can tell the difference between what is AI and what is an actual user, so it's not really an issue for me. But if I couldn't, I definitely wouldn't be using AIG while flying on VATSIM, especially when you're operating in the airport environment, because you could very well be seeing AI and not knowing that it's AI, and you're waiting for them to take off, and you can got someone that's behind you who can't see what you're seeing, and to them it's just like you're taking the piss just sitting there. So like I said earlier, if you can't tell the difference, just turn AIG off when you're actually flying on. Washington Dulles traffic, United 2022 descending through flight level 180 for 3,000 feet. Expect the ILS approach runway 19F, Washington Dallas traffic.
Transition level, altimeters reset. 3004.
Approach checklist.
Altimeters
3004 set.
3004 set. Approach checklist complete.
This is your captain speaking. I don't normally point this out, but if you take a look outside, we're over a pretty interesting landmark.
Turn off those for traffic, general aviation traffic, turn down, and I'll put this back at 30%. There we go, that should be better. Washington Dallas traffic, United 2022 is descending through the 10,600 feet for 3,000 feet. I expect the ILS approach runway 19.
have begun our final descent into Washington. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any
10,000.
carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Heading 023. Heading 023.
Checked.
That turn is just a little bit too tight for my liking.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Check. Speed 210.
Checked. Glide slope alive.
Check.
Thousand to level.
Check.
seats. Final approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach altitude set.
Check. Watch them, those traffic. United 2022 is joining the localizer for runway 19 left. Watch it in those traffic. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Heading 230.
Checked.
Speed 190.
Checked.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5. Localizer alive.
Continue.
Check. Touchdown zone.
Watch Tyndall's traffic. United 2022 is established on runway 19 left. Watch Tyndall's traffic. Gear down, flaps 15.
Gear down. Flaps 15.
I have control.
You have control.
Visual. Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Landing checklist, please.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Arms.
Check.
Arms.
Check.
Setting check.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30, green light.
Landing checklist complete.
Cancel the barrels.
Check.
Washington Dulles traffic. United 2022 is landing runway 19 left. Washington Dulles traffic.
Stable.
Continue.
Check. Touchdown zone.
Landing.
Check.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Float in the pit.
Speed brake up. Reversers normal. Auto brake disarmed.
Nice landing to bring in the captaincy. Manual braking.
Check. 60 knots.
Check.
Check.
Washington Dulles traffic. United 2022 is clear runway 19 left. Washington Dulles traffic.
1:13 p.m.
Check.
And it's currently about 73 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
We look for Charlie 4 for the gate. Course C.
Check.
do on the landing? Minus 159. I'll take it. It's probably one of my better 737 landings. AI over there. Welcome to Washington, guys. Washington Dulles Airports. I am the newest captain on United or Virtual United Airlines. I'll put the link for the Virtual Airlines in the description below in case you're interested in signing up. It's one of the 6 airlines that I currently fly with. A nice bunch of people over there. They're very active. They've got their own Facebook page where you can post your pictures, your screenshots, organize flights with friends if you like. They have the events every now and then as well, which is quite nice. I don't get to do them as often as I would like because it's an American VA and I'm European, so the time difference can be a big killer sometimes for myself. But I do have some friends there that I get to fly with every now and then, which makes up for that. This is our gate. Start the APU.
Starting APU.
Lights and doors.
Check.
APU on the buses.
Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Roger. 3 minutes. Doors
Check.
disarmed. APU on the bus.
Check.
APU on the buses.
Check. Thank you, sir.
Baggage handling complete and the aircraft's clear.
And submitted. Let's have a look. See if they've made me captain as yet. No, but it's registered as, well, I have to do it. So I have 52 of the required 50 hours to apply to upgrade for captain. Click upgrade to captain. Upgrading. You have successfully been upgraded. So from now on, you guys can address me as Captain 737. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to give me a like, share with your friends. I appreciate it. And look up for the next video. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon. See ya.